I have some Jesus. That's how I took that. I have some Jesus. Oh, chat. Hello. Erica, you're so nice. Thank you for saying those nice things. I am a huge fan of my hair right now, too. All credit goes to Mango. I take absolutely none. I will claim zero credit for anything that involves my hair looking fly. It is all the work of Mangotron. And who apparently has some Jesus. Napped and thought it was tomorrow morning. Oh, girl, I can't tell you how many times in my life I have been there. So, it even thinks that you're saying to.morrow. It's just like it's okay, Mango. You're delirious and just tired. But yeah, it's a big old rip. But like, it's fine. Like you're among friends. Pardon me, chat. It's all right. We're all a little broken, Mango. Like we're all a little broken. Let me know how the stream quality is, you guys. I'm getting some. I feel like I'm seeing some frame droppage, but please confirm or deny.
Hello.
Hello. How is it going, chat? I just wanted to get a post up. Yeah, I looked so fly. I was sitting here taking selfies. That's why it took me a while to be like, all right, it's time. I need to brighten my hair like a bit in this. Well, this photo's gonna look great. This is a good one, chat. This is a good one. This is I gotta give myself some credit for this one. Come on. Show them the photo. Well, I mean, you'll see it in a minute. To crawl inside the hair and just set up a nice life for myself. I mean, it's all for you. I mean, like, sure. You know what, Erica? Like, I'm saving space for you. Rent here is probably cheaper. You really just have to feed me. Like, feed me, and you live in my hair rent free, and just live the fine life. Chat, how is it going? Happy Thursday. Are we not absolutely fucking stoked for the rousing conclusion of The Last of Us? I imagine you guys are absolutely like on the edge of your seats in anticipation of the end. We have made it. Shall feed for Ratatouille. I just walked into that, I suppose. I have to be on my phone because I missed Appa's dinner, so if I don't type, that's why. Oh, no worries, dude. No worries. It sounds like sleep was needed. All right, let me get this on my socials. I got a thirst trap, guys. I feel like thirst trapping is the way that I get people to come and watch me. Like, I got a thirst trap. Thirst trap in 2022. Hey. See, you get it. You get it, Erica. You understand the struggle. And like with this hair, like, I mean, wouldn't you? I wish you thirst trapped more, Erica. Every time like I see a post from you, I'm just like, ugh, she's fucking hot, and I love what she does with her hair. I need to take notes. And then I go straight away and I tell Mango. All right. We get it. Sandra's roasting me in the group chat, so I have to handle that. More selfies coming 2022. Loving this journey for my ego. You know, both of our egos, I think, needed the bit of extra love, Erica. Let me see here. Come on, man. Where's my previous post? Ah. Find my thirst-trapping photo today. I don't think I can edit it here. Oh wait, yes I can, thank God. I just need there we go. There we go. Alright, let's add this little doohickey. Make sure the world knows to come hang. I need something brighter though. No, that's not quite. No, that's not quite either. These are all a little, like, too intense. That's way too intense. That looks nice. Go with that one. Ooh, or maybe this one. Actually, that one looks dope. We'll go with that one. The anger on his face. The crankiness. Also, shit, I need to catch up on group chat. You aren't missing much. I take no credit for the styling of your hair. Honestly, Mango, like, oh, well, thank you. But everything, you still deserve credit because I mean this with utmost sincerity. I say this as I do. A shout out for Miss Mango. Everything I know about hair, I learned from Mango. And everything good, all the confidence I gained in doing my hair, I learned from Mango. So you should follow this person. She sucks at Goose Goose Duck. Pretty badly. And she also kind of sucks at playing Halo campaigns, but she has a heart of gold. Like, you can certainly trust her for good times. Just don't trust her to have your back because in Halo. In life, yes, but in Halo, no, you're on your own. Like, good luck. I gotta follow Mango. Sorry, Banner. Like, I know it's a bit of an imposition, but I'm sorry. I have to get a roast in too. It's my nature. We are wrapping The Last of Us. And I look fly as hell. That should be enter. Period. Enter. Wart. That was the correct response, Mango. That was absolutely the correct response. Okay. Share. It is out of love. Wart. And hello, spicy bones, Mr. Bones. Okay. All right. I am done thirst trapping. So let's get into the spiel because, that's what you're here for. So, hey, chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Claire. I am an actual professor. I teach at St. Mary's College of California. I teach a class called There's Always a Lighthouse, the case for literary merit in video games. In the class, we discuss literature, the definition of literature, and what storytelling elements combine into this concept that we identify as literature. And we ask ourselves the question if video games themselves can be considered literature. Of course, this is a subjective question, but more often than not, the answer seems to be yes. We discuss a myriad of games in the class, one of which is The Last of Us. And one of the drawbacks of the class that I teach is that it's a 6-week intensive course. So I don't get nearly as much time to talk about these games as I would like. And my students don't get nearly as much time to explore these games as they deserve. So this stream aims to expand the desire and the opportunity to discuss some of these really incredible games with strong storytelling narratives at length. We've previously done a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2, and we are now doing The Last of Us. And at the end of this stream, I will announce the next game that we will be doing in the lecture series. This is part 8 of The Last of Us, and this is our finale. We will be finishing the game this evening. As said in the previous playthroughs, this is a spoiler-free run, so please do not post any spoilers in the chat. If you have played the game before, we have some people here who have never played or experienced this game and want to make sure that they have a pure, unadulterated experience. So please don't post spoilers. I have mods here. One of my mods, who is actually Erica, who's recently finished the game, will time you out if you post spoilers. And Erica, you have my full discretion to do so. In the last section, we explored the science lab at the University of Eastern Colorado and found that the Fireflies had abandoned the lab after a series of experiments with monkeys and trying to cure the infection went wrong. And they returned to their headquarters at St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City, Utah. When we prepared to... Carrie? I think I know who that is. Carniera Carey. I'm pretty sure that's Carrie from high school. If so, hello, Carrie. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I know we've talked at length about a few things. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Is drunk on power. Please don't be too drunk on power. Or be drunk on power. Maybe just be drunk on power. It's fine. I accept this. That's me. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. I'm the smartest. What's up, dude? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. My God. How are you? How are you feeling? I know that you, just had surgery recently. Hope you're doing okay. That you're on the mend. Nah, guys, y'all are just drunk. You're confusing power with drunkenness. Anyway, so we determined that they were headed to, the Fireflies were back in Salt Lake City. But before we could head to them, we got attacked by a group of very hostile people. And Joel was gravely injured, being impaled on a metal rod. Ellie was able to get them both to safety, but Joel, in his mortal injury, the wound became severely infected, and she had to fend for herself for several weeks until she met a group of people that were able to give her medicine. One of the people of that group's name was David, who we learned is a creepy cannibalistic pedophile and was aimed to keep Ellie as his pet. Although Ellie was able to give Joel the medicine that he needed, and he was able to go and find her after her capture, although ultimately he was not the one to save her, and Ellie ended up saving herself. Though we saw from the very violent and sadistic tendencies of David, that this has undoubtedly had a traumatic effect on Ellie. And as we finished the stream, they had arrived in Salt Lake City. So we will see how the outcome of this experience has affected both Joel and Ellie, and come to the resolution of this story. So buckle up, buttercups. I'm always so drunk on power. All the power. All right, I think that covers everything. Any other questions, comments, or concerns, my friends? Or shall we just get into it? First of all, here's hoping that I don't have any fucking sound issues like I always seem to have. Because that's just the nature of my life at this point. Well, let's see. Let me know if there are problems, chat. Or if you're noticing delays or anything, but I fucking seriously hope not. What's that? Oh, that's the Elder Scrolls. Probably should have started this up, but oh well. Oh wow. All right. Deep breaths, chat. We're doing it. We're finishing.
Feel that breeze, huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away my six string. Once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh? Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, that sounds great.
Crackling. Son of a bitch. All right. Thanks for the heads up. I'm just going to remove it entirely and then add it back. That seems to fix it. I'm an idiot. That's not the right one. Patience, chat. There it is. How does that sound? Okay. What happened? Oh. Mango. What happened? Yeah, they do that when they're scared. Yeah, burn it all down. Can't be saved. I've burned my house down. Got it. Cool. In the meantime, can you guys let me know if the audio sounds okay? That seems fair. Yeah, I would agree. I'd burn it down too. We all have insurance. We'll be fine. Cool. Thank you, Carrie. All right. Perfection. Thank you, friends. Let's jump back into it. Probably didn't need to quit out of the game, but... Alright, once again.
You feel that breeze, huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away my six string. Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh? Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, that sounds great.
Ellie's head's completely in the clouds. Not a surprise at all after everything that's happened to her. A murder of crows. Chat. Symbolism? Ooh, hello, buddy. I'm just gonna skip past you right there. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna take your shit. Forgive us. Why do we need to forgive you? Oh, Jesus. Gives you a buff. Oh, wow. So, it looks like he killed his family.
God.
I don't want to spend too much time on this moment because this is very awful and traumatic. But I will say a couple of things. First, the fact that you could so easily just walk past this and not even go inside and see what's in here. You know, that developers took the time to put this here with the knowledge that lots of people could miss it. Didn't see that in my playthrough. That's intense. Yeah, there's a few of these. I actually skipped a couple of myself, in this playthrough at least. But the other thing that's so beautiful is it's a story from before you even enter. So the first thing I want to call out is this. Look at this door. Listen to that. Listen. Just over and over and over. So there's a tone right there. And the first thing you see upon entering is this guy. So we have a man sprawled in the most helpless, vulnerable position that you could see. Ominous door clanging, which adds a huge, like, depth of, like, atmosphere and setting. You come upon a picture right here, and then as soon as you turn and look, boom. It's a story without words. It's all just atmosphere and ambiance. And it tells me, I know the story without needing to be told. This is a family that was trying to escape. They have a U-Haul. So they were trying to, it seems, presumably get into the city, which was likely a quarantine zone, and figured they would live it out, or, you know, try to ride things out in their camper. And, someone got bit. Or for whatever reason, they decided that there was no hope, and they decided to make a choice. And so then the question has to be, who are they writing this to? Who do they want forgiveness from? Is it me? You know, why do you need my forgiveness? Why do you feel like you need to be forgiven for having to make a potentially destructive choice in your own best interest? And that tells me a lot about you as a person.
I dreamt about flying the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Go on, tell me about it.
So, I'm on this big plane full of people, and everyone is screaming and yelling because the plane's going down. So I walk to the cockpit, open the door, but there's no pilot. I try to use the controls, but I obviously have no clue how to fly a plane. And right before we crash, I wake up. I've never been on a plane. Isn't that weird?
Well, you know, dreams are weird.
Curious to know, chat, what you think about that. I do a lot of the talking here, but I don't want to take up all the time. I'd be very curious to know what you think of that. What does Ellie's dream mean? You found it interesting, huh? In what way? In relation to dream theory. Oh, so are you like particularly into dream theory and that kind of stuff? Or into like people who like investigate dreams and the like? Okay, there's nothing there.
Hello.
Oxforth, hello! Having dreams of plane crashes, particularly if you're on them, or I suppose even if you're just witnessing signals a feeling of loss of control. You are never a bother. I'm a little bit into it, but no expert. Well, that's really interesting. A feeling of loss of control. So we could speculate that Ellie is feeling a sense of loss of control in this moment, or that it stems from what happened to her in her interactions with David. Yes, the famous Ox is among us. How's it going, my guy? How are you? We have missed you up in this bish. Find it even more interesting that she said she'd
Look at
never
that.
been on a plane. That
Another
was the part that
city.
struck me.
Another abandoned quarantine zone.
Whew. More so than the dream itself. Yeah, obviously there wouldn't have been any planes at this point. You know, she would only know them by sight and maybe by movies, but yeah, clearly she never would have been in one. So it's even, yeah, that does make it more interesting. Like, how does she, like, what what does being in a plane feel like for somebody who has literally never been in a plane before? Can I get in the bus? I would like to get... Okay, well, I guess I can't get in the bus. Fine, well, fuck you too, then. You know.
There's that hospital the Firefly mentioned. Come on, kiddo.
Oops. No, get back. Back on, Joel. Bad boy. Oh, you do actually have to buy these. I forgot I wanted to look at this after. Well, for me, who hates flying, I feel like the sense of fear and anxiety is probably not as relevant to someone who's never been in it. True. To me, would almost offer more sense of security control, so does that make the dream work? That's a good point. But also, would Ellie's interpretation of planes and the fact that this plane is going down and she doesn't know how to save it still indicate some level of anxiety? Especially since it's around this concept of a plane crashing, falling? Which we know is a fear for people, for a lot of people, including myself, when it comes to flying. Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe we cut through here.
His savior in the stream, since she's the one who checked the cockpit. That's true. She tries to be the savior, but is unable to be. There's certainly something to be said for that.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, you just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Ellie feeling a need to apologize for being quiet when before she was so vocal and non-apologetic. Like, this is somebody who has really been broken by what happened to her. And it's very easy for us to assume that, you know, horrible things have happened to her, but nothing quite like this. And at 14, you gotta think that there is some element of fear that has not left her of this happening again. She's making herself smaller. Yeah. I just fucking hate it, man. I really just hate to see that. Okay, more goods. If there's anything else.
Well, we could use that ladder. Here we go. Ellie? Ellie?
What?
The ladder. Come on.
Right.
Problems, but I feel like there's something to be said about A, the definitiveness of getting infected and facing imminent death, and B, the difference between rapid death and being violated indefinitely. You know, Erica, I had never thought about that before. Just how those two are very different experiences for Ellie specifically. And she has had to endure both. You know, realistically, you're only going to experience one. Because you're going to die at the end of it. And she has survived 2 very radically different traumas. So that's a good point. Oh man, dude. That's fucking heavy. I had not thought about that. I'm gonna copy and paste that later so I don't forget it.
Oh my god.
What is it? Ellie!
Damn it, Ellie.
Ellie!
You gotta see this.
What is it?
Are you kidding me? Come on, hurry up. You see this?
What's up, Blacketh?
Shh, don't scare it.
I won't. I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here. Come here. There you go. Hurry up. Go on.
Hey there. So fucking cool. Aw, where's it off to? Here, come on, let's go.
Slow down, kiddo.
Come on. Hurry up, come on, come on. Oh, man. Wow. Look at those things.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
It's peaceful. That's what it is, Erica. It's quietly joyous. I always take a moment and sit with this. Giraffes, in nature, don't have, at least adult giraffes, don't have a common predator. They're too big for most of the big cats of you know, in their region, in their habitat. And so they are, for the most part, unafraid of most other creatures, including humans. Not to say that, that they won't defend themselves. They certainly will. And they will fight other giraffes. But, for the most part, they're a very peaceful, docile animal. And I think that this moment captures something very, very beautiful. That sorry, just give me a second. I think it just hits a little harder now than it used to. That in the 20 years since the world stopped, since civilization as we know it ended, the world didn't stop turning. Nature prevailed, and we see it here reclaiming the earth. We see it reclaiming what man, had reclaiming what man had taken. You see all these old skyscrapers and buildings that haven't been used in decades, and old Humvees and cars, and yet beautiful grass and animals growing and thriving. And I think that that's truly a metaphor, not just for how the world can take its beating and still find a way. But I think it's also a very poignant reminder for us as people that you may take your licks, and you may change in ways that you didn't expect. But something new and beautiful will grow and bloom and thrive in the space that was left vacant. I think this is a realization for Joel, and I think that's a realization for Ellie, and I think that it can be a lesson for us. Nothing ever really ends. It just changes. It evolves. It becomes something new. And maybe not quite in the way we expect, but it's still beautiful. I get emotional myself. Oh yeah, music always gets me. In this game, in this moment, always gets me. And peacefulness in the scene is like having a hope of survival and thriving again. I think that's what it means for them, for sure. And I think it's a perspective on survival that doesn't have to be scary and violent and terrible. Sometimes survival is beautiful and hopeful. Yeah. This is what survival meant, to these creatures. They have no knowledge or understanding of violence or pain or the things that have happened to the world. They just know that there's enough for them to be satisfied. Yes, it's time restarting. And it's nature reclaiming. Because, like, look at this. The grass and the moss and the weeds that are growing out of the cement. And how beautiful it is. And and two people that see the world so differently are still getting the same thing out of this moment. I could focus on that forever, but I'll be here all night. Excuse me, chat. All right, I'm good.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
What's the other option?
As much
Go
as
back
a
to Tommy's.
camel loves water?
Be done with this whole damn thing.
Thank you, hydrate.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
Joel having doubts here is not really a surprise. He's reached a stage where, the end of this journey is coming. They have both been forever changed by what they've experienced in the months that they have spent together. And he just wants a chance to start over. And he just wants to spend that time with her. Ellie's perspective is strikingly brave, naive, and moving all in one. But for her, everything that she has experienced throughout this journey, everything that has led them to this point, for her was a necessary obstacle and a pathway for her growth to prepare her for what she feels is her duty to mankind. She strongly believes in what she's doing. She does not want everything that has happened to the two of them to have been meaningless. And the fact that despite everything that's happened, that she is still so committed to this, that her drive is still there, is honestly remarkable. But she knows what she represents to the human race, to mankind. And at 14 years old, is able to understand that and continue to move forward. Is now she's the one that's having to be brave for Joel. There's big time shift here.
Look, I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this. Once we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Okay?
Well, I ain't leaving without you. So let's go wrap this up.
All right. Oh, gee, people slept here. Wait up, Ellie. How in the... Oh.
Well, this place takes me back.
How so?
That was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you look, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
That's big. That's real big for Joel. We gotta acknowledge that, chat. That was huge for Joel. Gosh, I don't have anything to... In case it isn't obvious, chat, these blood spatters are all indicative of a gunshot wound. One very clear gunshot wound. One with intention. There.
As much as a camel loves water?
Go. Scare Bear! Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. And Simply Oakley, thank you so much for that follow. And thank you, Fred, for the hydrate. Gosh, thank you so much. Quietish, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, you guys. My name is Claire. I am an actual professor. I teach at St. Mary's College of California. I teach a class called There's Always a Lighthouse, the case for literary merit in video games. And in the class, we discuss literature, the definition of literature, and what storytelling elements from famous literary works define this sort of arbitrary concept that we call literature. And we ask ourselves the question if video games can be considered literature. And one of the games that we discuss as part of this question is The Last of Us. So we are doing a spoiler-free run of The Last of Us and discussing all of its interesting storytelling components. So if you have any questions and you want to hang out and be a part of the conversation, we are absolutely thrilled to have you. We are very nice, friendly people, and we just got through an emotional scene where I cried my eyes out because I am a child, despite having played this game multiple times. I also have to ask a very dumb question. I don't know what poggers means. If someone would be willing to explain to me the concept of poggers, I would be very appreciative. I have a beautiful story about this. Oh, do you?
All right.
If it's, like, we're gonna finish the game tonight. I like trains and choo-choos. I'm bored today. Oh, you're bored? Trains are cool, though. I love trains. Poggers is this basically... Oh, gotcha. Thank you for the explanation. Reload speed. Ooh, we'll up our clip capacity on that for sure. That'd be great. We'll up our reload speed on this. Okay, we fixed that. So let's Up the reload speed. Not specifically about this game per se. Still would love to hear it.
This'll hold.
Alright. I think that's what we're gonna get for now.
Hey, Joel, I got something for you. Here. Maria showed this to me and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
Well, no matter how hard you try, I guess you can't escape your past. Thank you.
That's sweet. Big fan of this game. Played it way back in 2013. Waited 8 years for the second one to drop. Even got the collector's edition. Oh. Big fan of this game. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I'm a huge fan of Troy. I cried when I met him at, like, a convention years ago. Big fan.
This time it's gonna be different. I just know it.
What do you mean?
We're gonna be there. The Fireflies. I'm sure of it.
You optimistic little shyster. Ba-da-ba-da. This is the world's most, like, persistent flashlight. Just want to make sure you know that, chat. Keep a brick. I love brick. Oh. Wait, why are we saying oh shit? Oh, that's why. Oh, cool. Because everything is awful and nothing is good. Okay, we're gonna be subtle this time, chat. Alright. That was not really what I wanted to do. My arch nemesis, Apostlebot. I don't think Apostlebot really understands why you don't like him. Okay, so... Alright, we are sneaking. We are sneaking, chat. We are sneaking. We are sneaking. We are sneaking. We are sneaking. Apostlebot is the worst. Dang, man. What did he ever do to you? Okay. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, chat. Ooh. Oh. I already have those. Ooh, everything's in here?
Oh my god. There's so many of them.
I know, let's just keep at it.
Yes. Give me my goodies, please. Okay, let's see if I can... Yes, okay, cool. I need to do that. Okay, alright. Alright, it's fine, chat. We're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get him. Maybe I should keep that on. Okay, how many are there? Shit. Okay, there's 3 of them. Alright, it's fine, chat. It's fine, chat. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get him. Fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine. Slow. 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 It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Fuck.
Super subtle. We got it. Dedicated. Yes. Okay. Ooh. All right, last one. Okay, that was more violent than it needed to be. Away 7 months ago. Oh shit, I'm so sorry to hear that. Told him about my loss and how I'm a big fan of the game, so he sent me a message, 3-minute video. Understands the pain of my loss and oh. My friend was like, I have a surprise for you, and she sent me a video. It made me go, oh my god. That is so sweet. I had a video. That's funny that you say that. I actually got a video from him a few months ago after I finished cancer treatment. And like the comfort that I got from that video, like, is just, I still listen to it sometimes. I'm just so appreciative of it. He's such an amazing person. But I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. That's fucking awful. I'm really sorry you went through that. But I'm so happy to hear that you know, you got that semblance of comfort from him, and that you'll always have it. That's the most important thing. All right. What a cool story, though. Okay, I think I have a little of everything, so on we go. Yeah, what a cool story. Yeah, it was a cool thing. Uh-oh. Alright, chat, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my god, it's not fine. It's not fine. We're not okay. Oh, Jesus. I might have to kill that one. I'd like to kill it quietly. Oh boy. Oh, chat, this is so bad. Oh. Ah, fuck! Shit! Run for your lives! Run for your lives! Run for your lives! God damn it, Ellie! In. Fuck me, chat.
Damn it, go down.
Fucking hell. Nobody say anything. Nobody say anything. Just don't say a word. Just don't say anything. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I got Appreciate the GGs. I mostly mean to the part of my chat that likes to roast me. Please don't say a damn word. Thanks, Blacketh. And I guess you too, Ox. I don't think I got all of them, though. Oh, maybe I did. Alright, so we've learned from this experience I am completely 100% incapable of being subtle.
No sweat.
How you gave Ellie a wee buckshot straight in the spinal column. No one saw that. Okay? Nobody saw that.
Look out below!
No idea what you're talking about. Rude.
We're good. I don't think they can reach us now.
Okay.
It's not likely to ever happen again. Oh no, absolutely not. It's totally not happening again.
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
Hey, that's what we can do once we're done.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
You got it.
Yes, you need to learn how to swim, girl.
We can't reach that.
Oh, ye of little faith. Guess it is up to I.
I'm on the other side.
Cool. Drop that ladder down for me.
All right, hold on.
What ladder? What you talking about, Ellie? I love that ladders just like miraculously appear in this world. Like, not weird at all. Ashley Johnson, voice actress for Ellie and the main cast member of the long-running series Critical Role. Yeah, stars along with the rest of the cast of Critical Role in the Legends of Vox Machina.
It's shallow over there.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. Isn't it based on their actual characters from Critical Role? I've still never watched it, but I feel, or never, like, listen. I think it's the podcast Critical Role. I've never listened to it, and I feel like I need to. Oh, it's based on the first game.
Freezing!
Geronimo! Vidcast on Twitch and YouTube. Okay, yeah, I'll have to watch it. Do you need to watch it? Yeah, for sure. Do you need to listen to Critical Role before watching the show? In your honest opinion?
All right. In your foot.
Okay.
Come on. Get that door open.
No? Okay, cool. Then I'll just have to give it a listen. Can I shoot through the door?
You okay?
Yeah. It just surprised me.
Oh, that's great. Okay, then I can just give it a
I can't
listen.
wait for those things to be wiped out.
Cool. Very much needed. Ooh, this may also be very much needed.
Time to go to work. That should help us out.
Ooh, okay. I'm excited to watch that. There's a lot of shit I need to watch this weekend. And I'm just taking the time to, like, vegetate this weekend versus, like, working on content, which has just been my life as of late. So I think I'll spend the majority of time watching everything I need to watch, which is catching up on Book of Boba Fett. And watching Encanto, which everyone's telling me I need to watch, and which TikTok's telling me I need to watch. And Legend of Vox Machina. And I think also try to get a jump start on The Witcher. I have an ambitious weekend
Just stay
planned.
I'm not going anywhere.
But then again, if Vox Machina is only like... Geronimo! Okay, nope, that doesn't work.
I ain't making that jump.
There's probably some under here, right? There usually is. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna have to try again. Alright, let's try that again. Something in here I can use?
I need to get up there.
Okay, but the question is how? How does one get up there? There is nothing usable in here. Oh, I'm smart. I'm super smart, chat. Don't mind me. Sneaking, sneaking, here we are doing our sneaking. All this to get a fucking... Alright, we got it. Let's go, Ellie.
Alright. Get on.
Okay. Looky there. I'm on it. Be careful.
I got you.
Ah, I see what we're gonna do. I know. It feels like the sewers, huh? Thanks for being here tonight, chat. It's really, really nice seeing you guys.
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
Alright, I know what to do. Cool, we got a bridge. Big brain, chat. Big brain.
Oh, I see. Good idea.
Also, I learned something super interesting today, chat. I totally forgot to tell you. So you know that song, the Destiny's Child song? Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers, uh-huh. Yeah, the whole time, I thought it was the club is full of ballers and their pockets full of chrome. But I just learned that it's actually the club is full of ballers and their pockets full grown. And yeah. Yes, I did. I swear to God, I thought it was their pockets full of chrome. No, you didn't. I did. And then I saw a meme today and I was like, shut up. That's what it is. Like, I don't get, what does that mean? They're full blown. What the fuck does that mean? Like, it makes sense that their pockets are full of
Let
chrome.
me go ahead and you follow my lead.
Okay, right behind you.
Like, that's like money, right? Like, what the fuck is full blown? I'm actually kind of mad. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of bottles and the pocket's full of fun. See, that makes more sense to me. I feel like I just lost so much credibility in that moment. I'm proud of you for learning that.
Okay. Come on, jump.
You're gonna catch me?
I got you. See? You didn't even need me.
Its pockets full grown. I thought, no, don't say that. But yes, the first step is acknowledging where you were wrong. I was very wrong. I failed astronomically.
Ellie, move.
Speaking of failures.
Joel! Here! Come on!
Guess not. Pockets full of groan. That's a good one, Hawks. The man go out here like, no. No, 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 no. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh.
Ellie!
Oof. Yeah.
Give me your hand.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad, chat. Russian water ain't never a good thing. Oh god, shit, Ellie. She inhaled immediately. Ellie, no, god damn it.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on now.
Welcome to the Fireflies. Sorry about that. They didn't know who you were.
And Ellie?
She's all right. They brought her back. You came all this way. How'd you do it?
It was her. She fought like hell to get here. Maybe it was meant to be.
I lost most of my crew crossing the country. I pretty much lost everything. And then you show up, and somehow we find you just in time to save her. Maybe it was meant to be.
Take me to her.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Just let me see her, please.
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
The hell do you mean, surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
Listen, you were gonna show me where...
Stop. I get it. But whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through. I knew her since she was born. I promised her mother I would look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
March him out of here. He tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joe.
Get up. said get up. Go on. Move. Where's the operating room? I ain't got time for this. Where? Where? Top floor, the far end.
This is the remastered version, Oxford. Yeah, Mango. It's a lot of what the actual. A lot just happened. A lot just happened. So the doctors have confirmed that the fungus, pivotal moments for Joel, absolutely. Doctors have confirmed now that the fungal growth in Ellie's brain has mutated, which is what's caused her to not turn. But in order to reverse engineer that vaccine and understand why that happened, they have to remove the growth from the brain. In order to remove the growth from the brain, you have to take out the brain. Joel's immediate reaction was no. And Marlene's reaction is in the, she's speaking from being in the interest of mankind. But that power play of what you're going through is nothing, what I'm going through is so shitty and so tone deaf, since she has no idea what Joel has been through with Ellie over the last few months to get there. So that's not fair. That's the first thing. The second thing is, we don't know at this point. It seems to suggest that Ellie does not know. They say she's being prepped for surgery, yada yada. But they won't let Joel see her. Like there's so much that's fishy here. But yeah, he lost his daughter. He's not going to lose Ellie too. That is exactly the next point I was going to get into. Joel has lost one daughter. And in his mind, he has allowed himself to become close to and care for and become the protector of this, of Ellie, who he is now identifying as his adoptive daughter. For him, for Joel, this is a second chance. This is a chance to prove himself that he can be and will be a guardian. But this is a major conflict of interests. The interest of mankind, or the interest of a man who loves his daughter. So this is both a renewed sense of purpose and grief are powerful things. Yeah. So what's happening here is both right now. Joel has this renewed sense of purpose and identity as a father, which is being put at risk just at the time that he was starting to accept and adapt to this new role. And he'll be damned if it's going to happen again. He'll be damned if he has to relive the grief that he had to endure the first time. So this, for him, is nothing short of what a father would do for their child. Joel decided with his heart instead of his brain. Yes, Marlene is thinking very pragmatically and very long-term. Joel is thinking entirely with his emotions. But I think the best thing right now is to get to Ellie and make sure that, you know, this needs to be what she wants. This needs to be Ellie's decision, with the full knowledge and scope of what this decision means. And we don't know yet if that's the case. So I think if anything, let's go into this with that hope and expectation. Also, that guy was an asshole. I was happy to have killed him.
The smuggler, he's in here.
I just felt like setting them on fire. That was fun. Cook, bitches! Oh. Okay, I used up all my ammo. It's fine, chat. Fine. Fireflies, I get it. Oh shit! Ooh, yeah, gimme, baby. Actually, let's start with a health pack. Crap, I don't have enough to crack a new one. Okay. Woo! Claire with a bigger gun. How rude. I am great with weapons. Jeez, how many of these fuckers are there? Oh my lord. That's not gonna work. Oh my lord. Bigger guns mean more fun. Amen. Oh no! Oh, health pack. Holy shit, there's so many.
Surround him! Keep him down! Pay for that!
Man, these guys have a lot of ammunition. See if I can get enough supplies to make a new health pack, which I desperately need. Thank goodness. Alright, keep that as a backup. Oh, I think I'm gonna need some more. Nope. Nope. Never mind. Not today. Oh man. Oh my god. Alright, let's try this one.
What was that?
Alright, we got this, chat. One-man army. Oof. Sorry, quick detour, seeing if I can find anything to build up. Nope. Ooh, might be able to now. Let's see. Nope, dang it, I still need more rag? Jesus. This game is unforgiving sometimes. Marlene's recorder. I can sympathize with Marlene's exhaustion and having to take hit after hit. But I think that there's a very clear lack of understanding of the consequences of that choice. And an unwillingness to visualize and understand what that's going to mean. Okay, there's surgery. See if there's anyone around. Doesn't look like it. No, I'm not. And I'll explain that. I'll explain my reasoning after we finish here. Oh man, there's a ton. More than I have bullets for, anyway. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, well, that didn't last long. Okay, that was not what I wanted, but okay.
It's in here.
Wow. Ah, lovely. Cool. Okie dokie, Oxy. Okay, I wanted the ammo, but okay.
That should buy me some time.
Another tape. So here we saw a little bit more conflict for Marlene with this choice. And I appreciate that she understood the importance of trying to spare Joel. Although I am a little confused about what she meant by thinking that Joel would understand the weight of this choice. I'm still not totally clear on that meaning. Might need to think more about it. Uh-oh.
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing in here? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save. Don't come any closer. I mean it.
Dude, I just want the girl. You're really not gonna let me, huh?
You fucking animal!
Harry, shut the hell up.
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you. Oh, shit. I'm getting you out of here, girl. I got you. I got you. Come on. Tell me which way. No! Let go of her! Let go of her! No!
Well, I did that wrong.
Come on.
Eyes itching, man.
Tell me which way.
go.
We're okay. We're okay.
Drop her! Now! I got him in my sight!
I said get back!
Hey, stop!
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers?
That's not your fucking
That is
call,
if she hasn't been
Marlene.
raped and murdered first.
It's not your call.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want.
You don't know that. You didn't ask her.
And you know it.
You didn't ask.
Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
What happened?
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done 'em a damn bit of good, neither. They've actually... They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
Well, looks like we're walking. Should be a straight shot through here.
All right.
Actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now watch your head going through.
Got it.
Oh. Feeling my age now. Don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked her. I know she'd have liked you.
Bet I would have.
Oh. Right down there. Just a little bit further now. I got you. Give me your hand. All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay?
And that is The Last of Us. I don't want to spend too much time stating the obvious, but I think we need to. First of all, thank you for the compliments on my faux hawk. I also love it very much. Look at it. Just, I mean, the headphones kind of ruin it, but I just think that it looks awesome. I can understand, and I think most of us can understand Marlene's perspective and agree with Marlene's perspective of sacrificing few for the sake of the many. And I think we can also understand Joel's perspective of wanting to protect Ellie that he perceives as his daughter. But the critical failure of both sides was the failure to acknowledge Ellie's autonomy. Marlene said it's what she would want. How do we know that? Did you ask her? Did you ask Ellie what she would want? Clearly she didn't. And neither did Joel. The 4 long ass ads, goddamn, what ads? Ellie desired very deeply to make a difference. And we learned in that ending that the feelings of loss that she experiences for Riley, for Tess, for Sam, is compounded by this belief that her immunity would have made their deaths not in vain. And she feels like she lost that. But I think the hardest part of this story to swallow is that while Marlene is a villain, who was trying to do the right thing, which is actually the case for most villains. The mustachioed, this traditional mustachioed twirly villain is a caricature. A true villain is someone that is seeking, has the right intentions and seeks to do what they believe is the right thing. A great example is Thanos. Horrible means to an end, but ultimately he desired something good, and he believed he was, in his whole heart of hearts, that he was doing the right thing. We use the term yes, antagonist as well. So Marlene is an antagonist, but at the end of the day, the true villain is Joel. Not only did Joel also strip Ellie of her autonomy and her choice with her immunity, and making that decision if she wanted to sacrifice herself or not, he killed the doctor that was going to be able to reverse engineer that vaccine and effectively damned humanity through his choice. Now, to be fair to Joel, he wasn't thinking that in the moment. He's not thinking about, the fact that this condemns the world. He's just thinking about Ellie, and he's thinking about himself. It was a selfish act that was made out of love. But in the end, in the wider scope of things, to everyone else that is seeing this from the outside in, Joel's the bad guy. No Marlene, no Joel and Ellie meeting, no journey, no bond, no sacrifice. Without Marlene, there is no story. Yeah. Disney still says villain, as the Disney antagonist doesn't sound as good. That's true. So it's difficult to wrestle with. And Joel's complete non-hesitation to lie to Ellie and to preserve the lie is so unsettling. Joel is not a good person. We've spent a lot of time with Joel, and we've, been through a lot of experiences with Joel, and we understand a lot of what goes on in his psyche. But he's made a lot of terrible decisions, and he's done a lot of terrible things. And even though in this instance he did it for someone that he loves very deeply, it was still a terrible decision. Just from my life of being a dad, I feel like I would have made the same choice as Joel. And you know what, Spicy? I think that that's the point. And I think that's why so many of us can relate to Joel. whether it's, you know, you yourself as a father, or whether it's like if it was, you know, your mother or your best friend or whoever, we would all be faced with that same critical choice. So, you know, if we're looking, you know, in the immediate, then yes, like completely understand why Joel did what he did. If you're looking at it from the lens of a father, if you're looking at it from the lens of, you know, the right choice for humanity, obviously that was not the correct choice. It's way more complicated. The ending of the game is meant to make you unsettled and uncomfortable, and it's and it does so well. I when I was in grad school, I was working with this writer, and she also worked as an agent, and she read one of my short stories, and she told me something. I never forgot it, and I always see it through the lens of the most important thing to know is, as a writer and as someone who tells stories, the best stories are the ones that linger. It doesn't always have to be explosive and fireworks and fanfare. Sometimes the most quiet, unassuming moments can leave the most lasting impact. And for me, with this game, it is that last interaction with Joel and Ellie. The outright lie that Joel tells, and that Ellie responds to with just a very simple, okay. And the expression on her face tells us everything we need to know in that moment about what she believes, and she doesn't believe him. We know that. But what can a 14-year-old girl do? She has no one else. She only has Joel. So it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to sit with. And I think I saw some messages come in. Erica, you asked an interesting question that I would love for you to expand on a little bit. Why did Marlene decide she was the savior and this was her fight? I'd love to know more from you on that. So the Marlene tie was interesting to me because she appears relatively soon after you start gameplay, but you hear about her even before that. That's true. Aside in Boston, her wanted poster is up, and we hear her reference relation to that. Yeah, that's true. So she does come up relatively early on. Well, when she was into this from the very, very beginning. Yeah, she is a critical component of the story. Like, there's no question about that. She's ultimately, she was Ellie's caregiver. She was Ellie's, guardian for the vast majority of her life. So Ellie undoubtedly sees her as a sort of mother figure, and cares about her very deeply. And, that's the other thing we don't think about. Joel killed her and hasn't told Ellie that. Still wondering what the tie to Robert was, why she was involved with him, wanted to be. I'm thinking that has something to do with why she assumes this role. So Robert was an arms dealer. He would smuggle weapons into the quarantine zone. And then Joel and Tess would sell those weapons to people outside in separate areas of the quarantine zone. It was just like their smuggling operation. He was the linchpin. But I guess he owed people money, and the Fireflies promised him more money. So the weapons that he was supposed to sell to Joel and Tess, he ended up selling to the Fireflies before Joel and Tess could get to her. And to try to save his own skin, he tried to have Tess killed. So that was why they went and killed Robert. And then Marlene found them and said, all right, if you want the guns back, like, smuggle this girl for me. The Guardian role is also very interesting because upon meeting Joel and Tess, she makes it seem very important that they take care of Ellie, but we saw that originally as a Guardian role and not as Ellie simply being a tool or means. Right. Fireflies. And I'm wondering if that ego kind of started getting to her. Well, it seems she was the leader of the Firefly. Joel called her Queen Firefly. And, she was the one that gave the orders. I don't know if it was ego or if she really truly, I think that, the whole spirit of the Fireflies was to restore government and restore civilization and restore just the core, like, nature of civilization. So I think that their goal was always the betterment of humanity. So I think that, wanting to sacrifice Ellie was in line with that goal. And for the Fireflies to say, we bring upon this vaccine, we spread it out, we restore the world to its former glory. They're a very idealistic military group. Marlene's motives are not bad. And you could see there was still very clearly conflict with Marlene and her choice to sacrifice Ellie. Conscious choice at one point to choose humanity over her friend's daughter that she vowed to care for. Yes, she had to make a choice. And as horrible as that is, at the end of the day, she did not also ask Ellie. And you have to ask yourself, why wouldn't she say anything? Why wouldn't she ask? Why wouldn't she say, hey, Ellie, this is what needs to happen? Oh, Mr. OG Scarface, I presume. Welcome. You got here just at the end of the playthrough. We're having our conversation about The Last of Us. So good to see you. How's it going? Which is more interesting because Marlene knew Ellie for far longer as that than as an immune. Yeah, she did. She knew Ellie for a long time. It just still bothers me that as much as she cared about Ellie, she was still willing to make the sacrifice without talking to her. Yeah, it was such a great run, Scarface. Really great run. We had a great time with it. You always seem to make it at the last episode of a playthrough. You showed up at the very end of Red Dead as well. But yeah, it just it's a lot to sit with. Because again, why would Marlene not ask Ellie? Is it because you're afraid that Ellie would say no? Then you're no better than any murderer. Even if it is for the sake of humanity. Ellie's body is Ellie's body. And Ellie, it's Ellie's choice. And whether or not we agree with it, it is on nobody, and maybe that's my hot take, but it is on nobody to decide what Ellie is going to do. She gets to make that choice. And neither Joel nor Marlene gave her that opportunity. That's the problem. And that is why they are both villains. That is why they are both antagonists. They had good intentions. They had the right mindset. They went about it completely the wrong way. And they both made the same fundamental mistake. And it damned them both. So Marlene is dead, but now Joel has to maintain this lie for the rest of his relationship with Ellie. So he will always have that on his conscience. He will always have that as the festering, rotting wound that exists within their relationship. Yeah. So asking Ellie should have been part of that. It should have. Perhaps Marlene convinced herself it's for the better of humanity, so she detached herself from any kind of maternal feelings she once had with Ellie. Yeah, and I think that that's what happened. Especially when we saw in that voice box, she called Ellie that fucking kid. There was definitely a clear, and I don't think in either of those voice boxes that we listened to, and correct me if I'm wrong, she never says Ellie's name. So I think that that's a very clear attempt to try to detach and disassociate from Ellie to make this choice easier. Again, I don't want to just shit all over Marlene because she didn't have the right intentions, but God, it really just bothers me how the both of them were so convinced they were doing the right thing. And so many people died because nobody was willing to ask Ellie. Like, that's the core of it. That is the core of it. So many people died. But I love shitting on Marlene. I know, right? She's such an interesting character, though. And fun fact, the actress who voice acted and mocapped Marlene is going to be Marlene in the show. She's the only actor from the game that is coming over to reprise their role for the show, which I think was such an inspired choice. Like, the voice actress for Marlene is excellent. You can totally tell that Ellie had her doubts about what Joel told her. And let's be real, women or people in general ask the same question again because they know deep down they're being lied to. Yes. And I think Joel is exploiting Ellie's trust and her naivety and her the fact that she's still a child. Like, Joel is not the hero here. And I think that's what's so hard for people to wrestle with this game, that Joel is not a hero. He's not a good person. Tess said it at the beginning of the game. She said, "We're shitty people, Joel." And the difference is, like, as much growth as Joel had, it was like growth, 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 and then just free fall. Free falled when Ellie was imminently threatened. I didn't listen to all of the audio bits tapes, but I know Marlene said to Joel, "You haven't been through half of what I have." Yeah. Do we know what she suffered? So she said, what she said to him was, after he tried to, like, fight back, to say that you shouldn't be doing this to Ellie. She said to him Like, I get it. Like, I get what you're feeling right now, but what you're feeling is nothing compared to what I'm going through. You know, I promised her mother I would look after her. So and which I actually really didn't like, because I don't think that it's fair to compare your respective relationships with this child simply based on years. So yes, Marlene effectively was Ellie's caregiver for the entire duration of the time she grew up, but Joel was her effective caregiver through the last few months, through the most traumatic experiences of her life. So they are now bonded through this mutually shared trauma. And Ellie clearly trusts Joel, and Joel clearly trusts her. I really think that it's dangerous to compare relationships in the span of how long you've known someone. You could know someone for 20 years, and I could know the same person for 5. It doesn't mean that other person and I don't love each other or care about each other as much as the people who know and love you have loved each other for 20 years. You can't, like, that's not how relationships work. That's not how human bonding works. It's different for people. So, I didn't think that was fair. And I also didn't think it was fair when Marlene was saying how long before she's torn apart by a pack of clickers, that's if she isn't raped or murdered first. That's not Marlene's call. You can't just say, I'm saving her because if we don't do it this way, someone else is going to kill her. Like, can you, like, just fucking think about that for a second? You're effectively saying, by killing this girl, I am preventing her from being killed by other sources, by more terrible means. That's so fucked up, and ultimately not your call. And I normally like to be quiet in cutscenes because I like to use them for, you know, the clips and stuff that I post on socials, but I couldn't hold myself back from that. Like, that scene just absolutely pisses me off to no end. It's so short-sighted. It is so short-sighted. And so just fucking wrong. Like, it's so wrong. Interesting when trauma bonding is, it's absolutely a real thing. See, when she said that, I initially didn't take it as a comparison between their respective relationships with Ellie, but just as hardship in general. But then I think the same thing still applies, Erica. Like, you can't compare hardships. Like, just because you've gone through something terrible, or just because I've gone through something terrible, doesn't diminish the things that the other person has went through. We can't understand the other person's experience. So it's messed up. I have a tab open for you, my esteemed colleague. Got to do. Oh, all right. You take care, Scarface. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, my guy. Have a good one. That you could take it multiple ways. You can. There's so many ways to, like, wrestle and interpret this. There's, you know, and I love that you guys are just, you know, as engaged with this as I am. It's just ripe. It really is ripe. Not Joel's call regarding Ellie, but I wonder if we're supposed to take into account that even if they did the operation and sacrifice Ellie and save humanity, I mean, in Joel's perspective, everyone's going to eventually die anyway. So, like, just kind of like playing devil's advocate a little bit. One of the best things a professor of mine told me in college is the saying, if I can do it, you can do it too, is false. I've never heard that before, Mango, but you know what? That's true. That's true. If we're supposed to take into account, yeah, I'm just rereading this. Everyone's eventually going to die anyway. Yeah. I think that, you know, I don't even know if Joel was even thinking that far ahead. Like, I would be willing to bet he wasn't. It was just the thinking in the short term and in the immediate, which is protect my child. Know each person has gone through their mindset experience. Yep. Can go through the same experiences and still have different outcomes in life. It's so true. yeah, it's certainly something to think about and try to deconstruct. Whew. My lord, chat. That was a doozy. That was a doozy. Yes. So actually good. So we'll shift into I'm going to talk a little bit about why I'm not going to play The Last of Us 2. And then we'll talk a little bit about what's coming next. And Oxforth, I recommend very much that you listen to the episode that we did on The Last of Us 2, our podcast episode, Afterglow. We go into this pretty succinctly. So I don't want to spoil it because, Erica, I think that you're going to play it. I know you haven't yet, so I'll try to avoid spoilers here. You only missed the newest one? Okay. So, Chad, if you could avoid spoiling part 2 or The Last of Us 2, that'd be great. I always describe... Yeah, I think you may have missed the one about Last of Us 2, Oxford. I would go back and double check. But the thing about The Last of Us 2, I describe it as the type of game that you need to play and is essential that you play, but that I will never play again. It's like watching those incredible movies that are a staple and a critical component in the evolution of the genre, but you would never watch again, like Requiem for a Dream, Schindler's List, The Pianist, movies like that, which are beautiful, they're moving, they're powerful, but incredibly distressing, and don't really carry a whole lot of merit after watching the first time. Yeah, it takes a lot out of you. The Last of Us, so what makes The Last of Us 1 so beautiful are those moments, even though they are few and far between, those beautiful, quiet moments of hope, and love and redemption, and renewal, despite overwhelming hardship, which we talked about a little bit in the giraffe scene. Watch a playthrough of The Last of Us 2. It's so good, almost amazing, but it should have been extended into 2 games. Yeah, that you could make that argument too. But for the second game, as incredible as it was, and which I think was a very, it made sense as the follow-up and conclusion to Joel and Ellie's story, is dark with little to no hope, no redemption to speak of for any of the characters involved. And I felt asks too much of the player. I understood and appreciated what the developers tried to do with some of the gameplay choices that they made. But I felt that based on the way that they A, marketed the game, and B, presented the story, that the way they chose to utilize the gameplay was a little bit unfair, a little bit dishonest, and 100% exhausting. So while I feel that it is the story that makes sense and deserve to be told for Joel and Ellie, it's not something that I would ever feel the need to play again. So I'm always happy to talk about The Last of Us 2. And if and when you play it, or you want to talk to me about it individually about the story, or if and when you watch a playthrough yourself, more than happy to talk about it. But I will just personally never play it again. I hope that makes sense. I hope that answers your question, Ox. Of course. Of course. Well, that was a lot of talking from me. Chat, I am so grateful to those of you that were here tonight, and that came and we're here for this playthrough. It was so much fun. I am very much on the fence about whether I should play or just watch a playthrough. Erica, I think you would be great if you played it. Parts of it too, where the narrative should have slowed down, expanded and such, but not here, obviously. Yeah, we can certainly talk about it later, Oxforth. I think, Erica, it would be good for you to play it. For just from the perspective that I told you. On YouTube is pretty chill. There's a good one too. I would say at least try, Erica. At least try. If you get to a point where you can, or where you can't, that's fine. Then finish by watching a playthrough. But I would at least try. It was very difficult for me to get through, but I'm very glad that I did. I'm very glad that I played through it, and experienced it the way that the developers wanted me to experience it. I think that's the best way to put it. Because it's not bad. I want to be very clear that I don't think it's bad. It's just very taxing to me as a player. Do it a try. Maybe okay. Maybe a big cry, but do it a try. That's kind of, I like that. I like that, Ox. Yeah, big cry is my life too. I did lots of cry in this one. Thank you again, guys, for being here. This has been such a wonderful playthrough. I've enjoyed every single second of playing this with you guys and running through it together. I'm going to be taking a break from the lecture series for a couple of weeks. And we're just going to be doing some Halo for the time being, just some relaxed, chill times. And we will be picking up the lecture series in a couple of weeks with Halo Reach. And that one should take about two or three streams, I would think, to get through. So if you haven't played Halo Reach, or if you have and you want to come and talk about it, this will be the stream to do it. I'm not clear yet exactly on the dates of when it's going to start. It's going to raw dog your little heart. I'm not totally sure yet on the dates. It's going to be dependent on when Mango and I finish Halo 3. So this one's going to work a little bit differently. If you've been following the stream, then you know that Sundays are reserved for Sherpa-ing our dearest Mangotron through the Halo Master Chief Collection. And we're going through the entire Master Chief Collection based on the game's releases. So we've started with Halos 1 and 2. We are about to play 3. Then we're going to play Reach, and then we'll play 4 and 5. And hopefully by the time we're done with 4 and 5, we'll be ready for the co-op campaign of Halo Infinite. Where you drop on the elite. Oh my God, it's the If You Came to Hear Me Beg achievement. That took me, I think, 2 weeks to get when I first played it, like 10 years ago. It took me like Halo 5. Yeah, Halo 5 was a big cry. Yeah, that was really, that's the only game I actually 100%ed as well. The only game I ever 100%ed was on Xbox was Reach. Is a Chef's Kiss one. Yes, Erica. I can't remember. Have you played it, Erica? I do not recall. And if not, and you wanted to play it first, please play it before before we play it so that you can come to stream. Have never played a single Halo. I just want to make sure that I definitely want you to hang in this stream. So raves about them always. Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about that. So Mango and I are going to start Halo 3 on Sunday, 8 p.m. And Spicy and Josh are going to be joining us on those playthroughs, and presumably they'll be joining us on the Reach playthroughs as well. But when we get to Reach, it not only will we be Sherpa-ing Mango through it, but it's going to be doubling as one of the games in the lecture series. So it will be a little bit different than the usual format we've been doing, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely stay tuned. I will make plenty of announcements across my socials when we're getting ready to kick off Halo Reach. But I'm really, really excited to do that one. Perfect. Glad that you'll be there. Watch Fact Fiend's video on Halo 5. One where they say that the people behind parts of Halo 5 were unaware that the Master Chief was the main character. Ooh, yeah, please send it in disc. I'd love to see that. Quick question, have you pivoted from your in-person syllabus? It's the same. It's the same, Erica. Why do you ask? Picking and choosing upon completing. Yeah, I mean, I'm really just choosing whatever games that I want to do as part of the lecture series. But because we're focusing on the Master Chief Collection right now and getting Mango through it seemed to make the most sense to shift into Reach and have some fun with that one. So we'll be off from the lecture series for a couple of weeks while Mango and I work through Halo 3. So in that interim, I'll be playing a lot of Halo multiplayer on stream. We might play some other stuff. So if you have any ideas for co-op games that would be fun to play or anything else that you think would be cool for us to dive into while we're on this break, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. We're just going to be having some fun for a while. I think we deserve it after that run. That was certainly a hell of a run. So that's it for me this evening. Again, thank you guys for being here, and thank you to our new friends that have followed the channel. I hope that you guys have enjoyed yourself, and I look forward to seeing more of you. Thank you to Erica, Oxforth, Mango, Banner, Blacketh, Spicy, all of our friends that came and hung out, whether you were here for the whole playthrough or just part of it. Dang it, Oxforth. I think it's also time for one of these. The stream's a mess. Worst combo ever. And that's what we call a... That's a fail. Daruda Lillador. That was a mess. So thanks again, everyone, for being here. Tune in on Sunday, 8 p.m. when we pick up with Halo 3. Count it, 3. And we will play through that one for the next few Sundays. And then we will pick up with Halo Reach. And I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. So stay tuned for more updates surrounding when we start Reach. Have an amazing night, everyone. And as I always love to tell you, be safe, wear a mask, stay sexy. Good night, everyone. And look for the light.